Hi guys! Happy New Year! I wish I was this excited, but I really am not about the New Year. So I feel like it's the first working Monday in 2021, and I'm shooting this right now. You're going to see it today. It is 3 p.m. right now. You're probably going to see it later in the day. But like the last few days have been a real struggle for me. Like 2021 happened, and there was this whole hoopla and positivity and happiness in the air and in me. And after the first, it was kind of like the same thing, right? Like New Year, same me, same world, same corona, same everything. And that high just went whoop. And I just was feeling very blah, like for the last 2 days, like I've done nothing productive. Like I haven't even started with my planners and, like writing in my planners and stuff that I normally do on like the first. Because this year has kind of started slow, obviously, because we're still in the middle of a pandemic and things haven't really changed. So yeah, that kind of made me not know what to shoot today, honestly. And I asked you guys on Instagram yesterday because I was really feeling blah. But then I thought it's the first working Monday of the year and I should not be lazy, should not be blah. I should film a video. So I'm filming, answering with questions, the poster pic trend that is all over Instagram, bringing it to YouTube in a video format. So answer the question with a picture now. Aesthetic Glam is asking me about the first video on YouTube. Okay, so this one is a get ready with me. I shot it in Jaipur at my cousin's wedding. I still remember I was all alone in a hotel room. I was actually supposed to be on this trip with Anita, like the two of us were going together, and then Zray was pretty small then. He had a ear infection, so she didn't want to leave him, so I ended up going by myself. And this was the kind of time I was deciding between leaving the channel that I worked on with the network earlier on YouTube, and I was like, should I start my own channel, but I'd have to film on my own, because obviously in the network you had people filming, editing, all of that. And on this trip is when I took that plunge, and I kind of had my webcam on my my MacBook Air then, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna film and try and edit and post. I had no experience with any of that. I did it with my webcam, and the footage is so grainy, it's bizarre. Like if you look at the video, you're just like, really? Okay. But yeah, that was actually the first video I shot on my own for this channel. It wasn't the first video on this channel because the first one was a giveaway, which I had someone else film. Somebody who had a proper DSLR helped me film it and edit it and stuff like that. This was the first one I shot before all that and edited by myself. On this phone, it's this one. It's from my trip to Vegas. It was this chapel ad, like the famous wedding chapels in Vegas. That's the first picture on this phone, because I usually, when I upgrade my phone, I like to delete the older pictures. I back them up onto some hard drive, never know where they are, and move on. A picture of me watching Chloe, because they're a confirmed couple now. Okay, so I will do you one better. I will share a video with you.
모르시오? 아무 일 없을 거요.
이게 다 나 때문에.
So yeah, I was a complete mess watching Chloe. I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. Yeah, like I don't know. That show just got me on another level. And yes, now there's the binge-in couple, and my DMs have been flooded ever since they went public with their relationship, guys. For those of you that think I'm really in love with Hyunbin, yes, I am. But just like as a viewer, I don't really love him. I don't know him. And I'm happy that he's found someone. But yeah, like I'm kind of indifferent. Like, I mean, I feel like I've become too old for this, like as in, like even if I fangirl over someone, I really don't care if they're dating someone or not. Like I just feel like, because I know it's just like a unrealistic like love. Okay, that's better. Everything felt like it just became really bright because the sun suddenly decided to come out after being gloomy all day. Couldn't you have done this earlier, sun? I would have been a brighter, happier person. And also, I just feel like I'm blending in, right? Like the wall and me feel like the same color, and yeah, it's just like my hair is standing out. But okay, moving on. My first modeling gig was for Newport Jeans. I still remember it was a huge campaign, and it was like pretty soon after I signed up with Elite, the modeling agency I was with. and I was the only girl, and there were all these boys, and I felt really cool because I was like, oh my god, I'm the only girl in this campaign. And it was really funny because they put contact lenses on my eyes for the first time in my life. Like, don't ever do that on a shoot, guys. If you're modeling, like some colored lenses, and my eyes just kept watering. I couldn't see shit through the shoot. All I was doing is looking like this. So in a lot of the pictures, I look like, you know, like a deer in headlights because I can't see anything, and I'm like trying to be sexy. Also, I was like 16, 17 then, so it was that full trying to be sexy vibe, which, yeah. Next is our travel destination. Oh my god, you know, I have been dreaming of Kashmir for the last 3 days. I have been seeing all these snowy like posts on Instagram, and this is actually a post that I posted on my stories because I was like, it's crazy. The more I see snow, like I want to go and see Kashmir, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm dreaming of like a winter wonderland. I'm not really normally a winter person. Like I prefer like summer holidays, but yeah, like a wintry, snow-filled holiday. Then there are quite a few questions about the best holiday or like the best pre-COVID holiday and all that. I would have to say it has to be post our New York trip for work we had gone on. After that, like in New York when I got engaged to Vaibhav, that trip, because it was just such a fun trip. Like we were both broke. We were staying with our friends, and I think he was trying to propose the whole trip, and he finally proposed I think the day before we left or 2 days before we left. We were just like, you know, like two crazy fools in love. Didn't have a lot of money. We used to keep thinking of where to eat, or we'd eat like $1 hot dogs on the street, and just wanted to see New York, explore New York. And yeah, it's one of my favorite trips, and I think it will always be because we got engaged on that trip, so it's special. But even other than that, I just feel like it was just such a fun trip. Love New York. And right now it's so sad that New York is like a, you know, like a dead, like a ghost town right now. When you see pictures online, it just breaks my heart to see one of my favorite cities like that. But yeah, hoping for better times for New York, where you know, we go back to that hustling, bustling, busy city that we all know. Okay, a picture of my wedding outfit and my thoughts behind it. Okay, so I'm gonna post a BTS picture of when we were actually making the outfit, like at my trials, and not like from the wedding, because you guys have seen those. It was really interesting because we kind of fused two outfits together to get the outfit that we both loved. So I went to Gaurav to pick something ready, honestly, and I had seen he had this whole line of lace gown saris that I liked, which were really light, really, you know, like those sexy gown saris. And that's what I thought, because we weren't really having a traditional wedding. And when we decided to do this, there was this other outfit which was the same fit as mine, right? And it was brocade, and I think it was peachy. And I was like, I would never wear peach. I want to do white. I want to do lace. And he was like, try it, try it, try it. I tried it, and he was like, oh my god, this is like, this shape is for you. And I was like, isn't this too like princessy and like big and like, you know, for like a small wedding? And Anita and he were like, are you mad? Like, you look amazing. And then there was other like gown that I tried on, which was like the actual work that is on my outfit, like pearl and like floral lace and stuff. And I thought it was so beautiful. Like, and I was just like, I love the lace and the work on this. So then we were like, okay, let's fuse the two and make the most perfect outfit ever. And that's what happened. And what you're seeing is these fittings and like how that outfit came into being. This one is interesting. I have a few, but at this point I could just find like 2, 3, which is what I'm sharing with you. Number one is this picture with Amitabh Bachchan. This was an ad for Dabur Honey. But the best part of this picture is that we didn't shoot it together. So this ad was actually shot on the same day. So I mean, I came and I shot my bit with the glass, and then he came in and shot his bit. I mean, it was back to back, but we didn't really shoot together. But yeah, so it's kind of not really a picture together, but it is a picture together, you know what I mean? The next one is with Milind Soman. We were both doing a campaign for Casio. He was the male brand ambassador. I was the female brand ambassador. And then we have D. Okay, so Diana Penty and I were in the same modeling agency, and we modeled together for years. We were really close. This is something a lot of you probably don't know. So this was us at the Vogue launch in India, which is what, over 10 years ago. Well, we were both modeling. This is the after party. And yeah, so way before she got into Bollywood and all of that, I've known her for a very, very long time. So this is like an actual picture and an actual person that I know. My long hair donation. Wow, that feels like so long ago now. So this is when I actually chopped my hair off, not right now, but like the first time when I had long hair and I donated it. An odd cut off, like I think over 17 inches of my hair. And it was kind of hard to believe. Like when I saw the pony on the side, I was like, oh my God, is this really my hair? But yeah, that was then. My current wallpaper is this picture that I took at the India Art Fair. It's Sameer Khulawur's work. He's one of my favorite artists. Um, yeah, that is my current wallpaper. I mean, this is really tough because I've been able to stay at many amazing hotels, but I'm gonna have to say the Taj Palace, which is really close to my house here in Kolaba, because it's really special to me. Like, it's a place I frequented as a child in terms of like visiting and going to the patisserie and stuff like that. After our wedding, we actually spent 2 nights there, like a mini, you know, not a honeymoon, but like just a post-wedding like chill zone. And they were so nice to us. Like, we had the most amazing breakfasts, we had massages, and they would always surprise us with things in the room, and like it was just so cozy and so lovely that I'm going to say the Taj Palace, even though it's so close to home in the same city. And it was the first time I actually even spent so much time in a hotel, right? Because you never left the hotel. Otherwise, usually when I'm traveling, I'm always like, we're just there to sleep or chill. Otherwise, we're out. This time we were like completely in the hotel pretty much for those 2 days. So yeah. Okay, Mars's adoption stories. So Mars is from World for All, which is an organization that does some amazing work with cats and dogs. And for the longest time, we wanted to get a dog. We've always had dogs in the house, but then there was a period of a few years with no dogs. And then I got married and I felt like the parents were really lonely with the empty nest, and we wanted to get a doggy. So I got in touch with World for All because I had posted some of their appeals and stuff like that. And Nimisha from World for All very sweetly used to keep updating me on the puppies and the fairs and all of that they did. And somehow either I was traveling or my parents were in Pune. We were never together. But at this time, we were all together on the day. And I was like, oh my God, let's go see, because I knew we would come back with one. And that's how little Mazuki came into our lives. But yeah, I mean, for everyone that wants to adopt a cat or a dog, don't wait, just do it. They're amazing. You will like have the best life, and they will change your life for the better and make it brighter. Just like right now, the sun has like decided to shine really bright and everything has become bright at this point. But yeah, I mean, definitely adopt. They will change your life. My first professional photo shoot with Webhub has to be this one, which is for Metro Shoes. It was quite funny. We were dressed as a bride and groom. I was wearing a lehenga, he was wearing whatever, and he was giving me flowers for some strange reason. But yeah, that was our first professional shoot together where we got paid. Current K-drama series I am binge watching is World of Married, or is it Marriage? I've forgotten, but that is what I'm watching currently. It is so twisted. It's quite unlike the usual romantic K-dramas. It's very realistic, very twisted, very like gripping. Okay, me dancing. The most pictures that I have of me dancing are all from weddings. I have like an obsession to dance at like proper Indian weddings. I love it. Like, I love Sangeets. They're my favorite function of all time. Especially for people that I'm really close to, I can dance the whole night, and it's strange. It's like a different person. Like, I have this other personality that loves to dance to like Bollywood music and comes alive at a Sangeet. So I have all these tons of pictures from tons of weddings from all my close friends where I've danced the whole night to Bollywood music. Even our own wedding, we danced the whole night, and there's lots of pictures of us just on the dance floor because I love to dance at weddings. I'm like a wedding dancer. Okay, school pictures, so many. This was in Hello Dolly. I was one of the extras. Like, we have this annual play, and where I was a flower girl, a flower seller. So that was my role. So this is from that. Then this is from when I was at sports day one of the years. I mean, I've always told you guys I was majorly into athletics, so this was one of the races then. The moment I laughed uncontrollably, there's only this one picture I will always remember when anybody ever asks me this. So this picture is taken by my friend Django. So Vaibhav and I had this series on coupling called Must Try Mumbai, and we had gone to the Bori kitchen to try their Bori thal, and because it was so big you needed friends, so we took Ruben and Django with us. And after we were on the steps of their building, I do not know what the joke was, but we were laughing about something like taking pictures, and I just completely lost it. Like I couldn't stop laughing for 5 minutes, and Django took this picture then. It's like that ugly laughing picture, like we all have these great fake candidates where we're like, haha. This was like an actual, like, you know, like crazy laughing picture. My most vulnerable self during the pandemic, oh my god, there's so many pictures on my phone. Like I just took random selfies of myself to document this time, to tell myself to not forget this time and what we've been through, to remember that if you've been through this, you can get through a lot of stuff in life. I think the initial lockdown was really hard on a lot of people, including myself, because you couldn't see anyone. Like I didn't even see Weber for what, 2 months, I think, because we couldn't even travel from like our house to like here. It was not allowed. So I think that was like the extremist of extreme times, and there were many dark days, but yeah, better now. This is from Goa. I love this picture, and I love how badly tanned I am. Not from this trip. So before that, I was actually in Alibag shooting for GottaDoIndia, and while we were shooting, we did this boating trip one day, and I was wearing shorts, and I got so badly sunburned, which is why you see that line on my thighs, which is really funny. And when we were shooting for this, I thought I loved that they didn't Photoshop that tan, because it was such a bizarre tan, but it was there. And yeah, so this is one of my favorite bikini pictures of myself. One of my most regretted shoots, okay, so it has to be this campaign that I did for Visco, which is the whatever rehab company. Okay, so this was one of my last modeling gigs. I was really broke at the time, and I thought, okay, let me just do this for the money. One of those jobs you do for the money. They're still using my pictures everywhere, which is really daunting to see this on boxes everywhere. And yeah, so that's a job I really regret doing, because every 3 days, like, somebody sends me a message or a tweet or whatever saying, is this you, is this you, is this you? And I'm just like, when will they do another campaign? So guys, those are all the questions I'm going to answer today. This is just a really easy, fun video, and it has already cheered me up just shooting this. So thank you for that, because you guys got me out of my funk. Happy New Year! Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Even if you didn't, give it a thumbs up, because it was a real task for me to film this one. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!